'Cause you're shit.
In 3 days' time, Charlton will be playing against Blackpool in a League One clash, which is a must-win game for the Addicks. So today I'm just going to be sharing my thoughts and opinions based on the game, our league position. Also, injury updates have just come through, and also I'm going to give my prediction on the game. So without any further hesitation, let's get right into this. Now, in terms of the league, Charlton are sitting in 6th place at the moment, holding on for dear life for the final playoff position. We're 4 points adrift from Scunthorpe in 5th, and we're tied for Portsmouth with the same points and same goal difference. We're only ahead on goals scored. So you can really sense that this is a desperate game for Charlton to get 3 points. We really, really need the 3 points in this game. And Blackpool are 13th, and they've lost 3 on the bounce. So we both come into this game in pretty terrible form. But Charlton desperately need this to stay in a playoff position, and especially in a desperate period where teams need to start picking up results, because we have 4 games in a row with 2-day resting periods between each of them. So it's a very demanding period in League One. But Charlton need to focus, stay composed, and get through this tough period, and we can do that with 3 points this Saturday. Now today, Charlton provided an injury update based on players that are going to be out. And I remember reading the article, just looking into it and thinking, oh, it can't be this bad.
Happy, happy, happy.
And then I looked at the injury list.
Damn you dickhead, nothing's fucking good.
We are screwed for injuries right now. Billy Clark has sustained an anterior cruciate ligament, and he will be out for 8 to 9 months, ending his season. And I sort of had this fear. I knew that the injury that he picked up was a bad one against Blackburn, and I sort of knew that his season would come to an end at this stage. It's a big blow because the centre attacking midfielder position was occupied by him. He's arguably been the best fit in that position right now. He hasn't performed in recent games, admittedly, but with him gone, Ben Reeves and Leon Best now need to give it everything to provide support in that position, because now there's a massive hole in the team. Also, more players out injured. Jake Forster-Caskey is out injured, and he'll be back by the beginning of the new year. So he'll be missing for Blackpool, Southend, Wigan, and probably Gillingham as well. Maybe even Oldham, he could be out for some time. Kashi and Bauer are expected returns by the Gillingham game, which is very, very good. And hopefully they'll be okay to play. Fosu will be out for another 4 weeks, which is pretty gutting. But obviously he has been a player that's been needed quite recently, as we have been struggling in the wide position. And also Lewis Page will hopefully be back in training in 6 weeks, but I'm not really that bothered about him because he hasn't really performed. But with those 7 out injured, it could prove costly, because Charlton's squad depth is bad enough as it is. But with these 7 injured, probably about 6 of them are key starting 11 players. A lot of negative thoughts have been drained into me going into this game on Saturday. But Blackpool are in bad form as well. But let's just hope that whatever's left of this destroyed Charlton team can just give the fans something to cheer about. Because right now, the fans are quite miserable enough as it is, really. Now, in terms of score predictions, based off Charlton not scoring a goal in 2 games, our squad depth being appalling, but with Blackpool on a 3-game losing streak, I'm going for a 1-1 draw. I do think Charlton will end our goalless drought, but I do think we'll come away with something, but just not the 3 points, based on the squad depth. McGuinness has scored 5 goals in 21 games, which is a very bad run for a striker. I mean, it could be 6 if you account this one.
Goal! It's a goal! Okay. You encouraged the farmyard animal to lick your ball back!
We have one ideal starting 11 winger in Mark Marshall, with Fosu and Holmes out injured. Kashi and Forster-Caskey are gone, so we've now only got 2 centre mid. We now need 2 centre midfield recoveries. Those will probably be Joe Aribo and Jicksteel, maybe, or maybe even Johnny Jackson will have to cover for him. Our defence is pretty gone as well, with Bauer missing, but we have got Solly and Jason Pearce as well. Ben Amos has been okay. If it wasn't for Leon Best getting an own goal against Blackburn.
You bummed up!
Which cost us ideally the 3 points, but I do think Charlton will come away with something, but just not the 3 points. Anyway, I'm going to let the Charlton players do the talking. Charlton 1, Blackpool 1 is my predicted scoreline, and I will see you all on Saturday for the vlog for that game on Christmas Eve. This has been Tyler Rollington. Have a nice day, and I'll see you all later.